Hi, I'm David Snediker of Snediker Yacht Restoration, and yes, this is going to be a tour of our boat shop. We have been doing this for about 30 years. So we're located in Stonington, Connecticut, in southeastern Connecticut, which is central to really wonderful sailing on Long Island Sound and halfway between New York and Boston. Mystic is a really interesting town with a deep maritime heritage of shipbuilding, and it's the home of Mystic Seaport Museum, where I got my start as a young boat builder shipwright. One of the great things about being in this area is that there really is a tremendous pool of talent, from machine shops to engineers to riggers to the boat yards that we work with. They're all really top shelf and all very familiar with traditional boats and classic yachts. Over the past 25 or 30 years, we've built our reputation restoring antique and classic wooden boats. And we've built a few reproduction Herreshoff small craft along the way. We try to honor the construction methods that we are restoring, try to learn from the past in terms of engineering failures and make corrections along the way to ensure the longevity of the things that we have restored. So our primary focus has always been in plank-on-frame construction. We make every effort to replace like for like when we're restoring boats. So we strive for museum quality in our restorations, try to honor craftsmanship and building methods of the past. That said, we do take advantage of modern technology. We have a big CNC machine in the shop, which really speeds up the process of things like making molds or making patterns for reproduction hardware. So we have all that capability in-house. In the end, it still comes down to doing traditional work. We just try to speed the process along to create better value for our customers. Some recent work that we had go through the shop, we had the opportunity to build a mast for the Sparkman & Stevens Yawl Blackwatch, 86 feet long, Sitka spruce, hollow, internal halyards, and a lot of very highly engineered, beautiful work in bronze. Other things in the shop is the restoration of the 1905 78-foot Herreshoff sloop Doris, who was pretty much an abandoned wreck in a boatyard in New London, not far away, for about 35 years, but we're bringing her back to life. We have her in frame, and we're beginning the planking process, having replaced her entire backbone. All of the methods we've employed in her restoration are traditional. She's all steam bent oak frames and bronze strapping. In her restoration, we've matched all of her original scantlings from the Herreshoff plans. Her frame is entirely white oak. Her backbone and centerline structure, we've chosen to use Purple Heart because it's so stable and has such great engineering qualities. Her original construction was single planking from the keel up to plank number 7. And from there up, she's double planked, and we are planking her the same way. So her inner planking is all cypress, and her outer planking will be Douglas fir. Deck is likely to be teak. Deck beams are all oak, and we're reproducing all her hardware and putting her back to her original sail plan. We also had canvas back in the shop. She's a 1908 Herreshoff motor launch, a really unique boat, double ender, 60 feet long. She was quite a unique boat in the day in that she was launched with a 40 horsepower gasoline engine, which was pretty revolutionary for 1908. We've been involved with this boat for several years, and she's been entirely rebuilt, all reframed. She's got new floors, and this year we put a new deck and reproduction deck house on her. We also delivered Kid, a really interesting and very unique boat. She's the last surviving member of her class, built in 1902, designed by B.B. Crowninshield. She was a Long Island Sound raceabout class, which was a development class of the knockabouts. A really interesting boat, fin keel, detached rudder, 600 square feet of sail, and a 21-foot waterline. It was a really tremendous job for us, and one of my favorite boats we've yet touched. We've been involved with Neath for several years. She came to us in need of a new teak deck, which turned into, as many of these jobs do, a much larger job. In the end, she got all new deck beams. We corrected her shear line, replaced several pairs of frames and some floor timbers aft. We really try to build close relationships with our clients. And once a boat has been in for restoration, we try to stay involved with the long-term maintenance and upkeep of the boat so that we can stay ahead of any problems that may be developing with original material that didn't get replaced. Just make sure that they are well maintained and carefully cared for. Over the course of the 30 years that we've been in business, I've been really fortunate to work with some of the finest craftsmen that I have ever met my whole life. Very dedicated people who I have been lucky enough to have with me for over 20 years in most cases. We really have developed a method of working together that I think is very efficient and really enjoyable. Thank you for coming to a quick tour of our boat shop.